Outside ball 3-0. In fact, he was the only one to beat the Cardinals in that four-game series. Here comes the 3-0 to Murakami. Bouncing ball left side. Charging is Bregman. The third baseman will throw him out. Bregman playing where a shortstop normally deploys. Had a routine play. 2 down, nobody on. The batter is Miguel Vargas.
And that's that two-seamer. It starts out, a 3-0 pitch. Murakami, he's swinging. He's looking to do damage. And you're on that pitch as a hitter right up until the hitting zone, and the ball just kind of darts away from you, and he just hit that ball off the end of the bat. Great pitch.
Vargas, pretty good power numbers for him this year. 28 home runs, 72 driven in. And he'll take ball 1.
First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Holmes coming back 1-0 inside to Vargas. Cubs in their home white uniforms. Blue pinstripes all over, dark blue hats, numbers, sleeves, and socks. A variety of shoe colors. White Sox in their traveling unis, black shirts, gray pants. Fastball strike. Always a little surprised when a guy in the middle of the order run on a 2-0 or 3-1 count is looking at a fastball right down the middle.
I would agree. Absolutely.
Now the 2-1 to Vargas, and he'll take inside 3-1.
The one thing about Holmes is he is different than a lot of guys that pitch in the league. Him pitching with a two-seam fastball and a sinker more than that high fastball.
3-1 pitch hit in the air, deep left center. Back goes Taylor on the track, makes the catch. Right in front of the fence over near the 368 sign in deep left center. And Clay Holmes works a 1-2-3 first inning. After a half, White Sox nothing. Cubs coming up on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
At Farmers, we tell it to you straight. No lies, loopholes, or even baseball analogies.
Yep, no sports talk, just your bases covered.
At least we'll try to avoid the sports analogies. Like with coverage on the page. We use plain language so you know what's covered and what's not.
Yep, exactly. We'll keep our eye on the ball.
Painful. It's like you're not even trying.
We took a swing, but we really missed a...
Stop.
You have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Burnett.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Burnett.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
To my stylist.
This look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way.
VillageofBedfordPark.com. Cubs leadoff man is Pete Crow Armstrong. Leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. First pitch from the left-hander Newcomb is in for a strike. If Pete gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $200 to service dog charities. The next offering inside, it almost hit him, and a count 1-1. The crowd reacting, but it was not any kind of a knockdown pitch. It looked to be an off-speed delivery, actually.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball inside.
Here comes the 1-1, swinging a foul at the plate. Benny's Beverage Depot will donate $200 to service dog charities if Pete can lash out a base hit, and if you can't find it at Benny's, Ron, it's probably just not worth drinking. Pete's having a big series, 5 for 8 with 3 home runs. Cubs trying to win all three in this series. Here's a swing and a foul over our heads and out of play. Newcomb was a Cub briefly. What do you recall about him?
Well, good arm, very good arm. Kind of gives you that three-quarter delivery, so his fastball's going to have good movement. Kind of a slurvy breaking ball because of the arm angle, and a changeup.
Here's a high fly ball into center. It's playable for Peters. Drifting in to shallow left center, making the catch. PCA is out number one. He had led off each of the first two games with home runs.
Today is going to be one of those days here at Wrigley with the wind blowing in. It's not blowing in hard, but it's blowing in significantly enough to where it will affect the ball that's not crushed to the outfield, but the ball will still go out of the ballpark.
Seiya Suzuki takes a strike, 0-1. Uniform descriptions we gave you, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. The 0-1 just misses the outside edge. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. White Sox defensively with black shirts and gray trousers. They've got Antonacci in left, Peters in center, Montgomery in right. Swinging a foul back. Murakami, the slugging first baseman. Meidroth, a good-looking young player at second. Colson Montgomery playing shortstop, and Vargas, Miguel Vargas, over at third. Here's the 1-2. Check swing on a low breaking ball. No swing, 2-2. Boy, what a day. Beautiful day at Wrigley.
Yeah, getting here to the ballpark earlier this morning. The neighborhood, once again, just packed. A lot of fun for this series. All the people that have showed up here at Wrigley Field for these three ball games.
I don't see any empty seats as you say that, Ron, looking all over this park. I mean, not one. And I see some fans kind of standing in the aisles. I see some rooftoppers across Sheffield and Waveland Avenues.
We're going to have over 120,000 people have showed up for these three ball games. That's just in the ballpark.
The next pitch fouled away. Good swing by Seiya. No score. We're in the bottom of the first. One down and the base is empty. The umpires today, Tom Hanahan calling balls and strikes. Ron Culpa, the crew chief, at first. Scott Berry at second and Manny Gonzalez at third. Low and inside, ball 4 to Suzuki. He becomes the game's first base runner, and the batter is Alex Bregman.
Newcomb, a little 96-mile-an-hour fastball down and in, missed the strike zone with that heater. Speed gun, powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Bregman had a bottom of the ninth inning run-scoring single for the game winner in last night's ball game. It came after a long rain delay, but it was a late night for everyone.
Yeah.
And that involves, fans who attended both games, players, coaches. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swinging a chop foul. It's always a little difficult to bounce back after a tough night game run and then have a day game, but in the Cubs' case, not only are they playing, but traveling today after the ball game, heading all the way out to Seattle.
Yeah, it's one of those days. Everything kind of speeds up on you in the morning. You get up and got to get moving, and that's just part of the baseball life. It's I guess what we signed up for a long time ago, partner.
That's exactly right. Here's a line drive down the right field line. Foul ball. Foul ball. It just sliced foul at the last second.
Well, he went with a little backdoor slider, and Bregman just goes with it. And I thought for a long time that ball was going to be fair.
Mm-hmm. And so did he. He started scampering up the first baseline.
Yeah, I got one for you, Patrick. Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch. You were Bosching yesterday. You feel like Bosching today?
Here's a swing and a foul off to the right, out of play. I would say yes and yes. And I think the Cubs are going to sweep the series. I really do. It's been a very tough series. Game 1 went into 10 innings. Last night wasn't decided until the bottom of the ninth. But I just think the Cubs are going to win all 3. Now, do you need anything more specific than that?
That's about as boshing as you can get. I like it. No? Coming from the Hall of Famer, what more do you want, folks? Right?
The lights have been turned on early in the afternoon, having only a minimal effect, I would think. Bregman takes inside for a ball, 1-2. Now, as a player, would the lights have any effect on a bright, sunny day like this?
No, they definitely would not. The only thing, and I hate saying this about our own ballpark, but the lights could have an effect, but maybe a negative one in this bright sunshine if the ball gets caught in the lights on a line drive.
Fly ball to left, not deep. Coming in is Antonacci to make the catch. And that's going to be out number 2.
You know, if you're playing a corner outfield and you get that line drive that could stay in the lights, you could lose. But, you know, I think all the ballparks now, if there's any possible weather, they always put the lights on to start the game, and that's kind of common around the league nowadays.
Big thank you, as always, to the grounds crew last night, hustling around and covering the field. Here's Michael Busch fouling it away off to the left. But that tarpaulin has to be very heavy after it gets soaked with water.
Guys did a great job. They got the tarp out on the field right before it was going to rain.
Yep.
Got it out there in a split second, and then it came down 2 minutes later. And they did a great job in about 20 minutes getting the field ready to play.
Smacked on the ground to second, scooped up by Mydroth, and he throws to first in time. Michael Busch bounces out. Cubs don't score, leave 1. After 1, no score. Cubs and White Sox on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs talk to start your day. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Sun's out, relaxation's in. Book your SoCal getaway with confidence on Vrbo, with Vrbo Care included on every stay. We're there before, during, and after your trip if things go astray. Vrbo, your trusted partner for every stay.
Use energy more efficiently with Mitsubishi Electric. When you invest in a high-performance heat pump from Mitsubishi Electric, you are investing in not only a premium product, but you're also investing in your own peace of mind. With a wide variety of all-electric heating and air conditioning systems, there are more possibilities than ever for upgrading your system and your business. From your local bookstore to your neighborhood hardware store, Mitsubishi Electric is committed to providing small businesses with unmatched comfort and efficient energy use for the long run. Visit smallbusinesscomfort.com to learn more.
There's a lot about aging you can't control, but you can take steps to help protect your health. Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways to help protect against certain respiratory illnesses, especially if you are 50 or older or have certain medical conditions. Here's physician and Pfizer Medical Director Dr. Maria McColgan with more.
Your immune system weakens with age, so even if you feel healthier than others, just being 50 or older can increase your risk for certain potentially serious respiratory illnesses. That's why getting vaccinated is more important than ever. Staying on top of your recommended respiratory vaccines can help you avoid a respiratory infection that can make you very sick or cause a major setback to health conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to help decide which vaccines are right for you, which may include flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. You can also learn more about which vaccines you may...
Pete's. Top 2 Cubs and Sox are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Pat?
Okay, Zach, second inning, no score. Left-handed batting Andrew Benintendi will take a strike from the big right-hander Clay Holmes. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just missing outside. Holmes always works from the stretch over on the first base side of the rubber. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back. And his chest is facing the third base line right before he is ready to deliver. It's kind of an unusual thing for a starting pitcher to work this way, but that's what he does. Here comes the 1-2, fouled away.
you know, what it does do, so when you're ready to deliver the ball, you want your shoulders lined towards your target, no matter what you do, whether you're pitching, playing defense, you know, that's the ideal thing. So a lot of guys that have good arms, you know, as younger guys, they've simplified the motion, because that ball's fouled straight back right down. Looked like it was coming at us and hit the net. But it does simplify things, and I think that's what you're looking for, is simplification and able to repeat the motion and the arm action over and over and over.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's a little bit high to Benintendi.
You know, you in basketball, when you were shooting and you were a really good shooter, you wanted that same action with your shot time after time after time. I think it's exactly the same for a pitcher.
Now the 2-2 just outside, 3-2. Many times, Ron, athletes, whatever they achieve success doing when they're young, they just keep on doing it that same way, and why would you change? Yeah. Here's the 3-2 pitch, swinging a chopper foul.
Yeah, if having success, right?
If it's comfortable to you, that's all that matters.
That's right, and it's working. You know, you're pitching in the big leagues and having a lot of success, and no reason to change things up.
No score, second inning. Beautiful day at Wrigley. 3-2 pitch, hit in the air, a pop fly foul. This ball is over near the stands and out of play.
Defensive alignment today, that's sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Guys won't have to play quite as deep today as they did yesterday with the wind blowing out. Today the wind blowing in. Not hard, but it's blowing in. Ball won't carry quite as well as it did yesterday.
You don't see as many walks when the wind is blowing in. Pitchers are not afraid to challenge hitters. Generally, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Benintendi, as I say that, takes outside for ball 4. Didn't miss by much. But I think that is the case. When that wind is blowing in, a pitcher is much more courageous around about challenging hitters, and you're not really worried about it.
No, I would agree. Vargas hit that ball really well for the third out of the first inning to center. Taylor went back like he thought it might go out of the park, and then had to slam on the brakes and caught it right at the edge of the trap.
Benintendi becomes the White Sox first base runner today. He's at first. Braden Montgomery, the batter, takes outside. Montgomery 1 for 8 in the series. Benintendi being held by Bush at first. And the next offering. Swinging a ground ball to third. Backhanded by Bregman. Throw to second. There's one. Throw to first. Not in time. Almost a Hall of Fame looking double play. Turned by Bregman, who backhanded the ball and then quickly made a throw to Ramirez, running across the bag at second. You talk about precision, Ron. That was an incredible play by those guys.
It really was, and great throws. The play is made. Bregman running towards the line, catches this ball on the run, backhanded, jump throw to second. Ramirez playing in the hole, has to come a long way to get to the bag. He does the jump throw from the bag.
Here's a bouncer and a diving stop by Ramirez, but it's going to be a base hit. It hit the foot of Holmes and carried him towards right. Ramirez, the second baseman, made a diving stop but had no play. That's an infield single. Men at first and second with one away, no score. And now the question is Holmes okay? He took the sharply hit ground ball right off the leg. I didn't see exactly where it hit him, but it seemed like it was in the lower leg.
Yeah, and that's where he broke his leg earlier. Now, I'm not sure if it hit him where he had the broken leg earlier this season. But now that I'm thinking about this being just a couple starts for him in a Cubs uniform, he's had 3 balls hit right by his ankles hard. And you're just like, you know, that's how he broke his leg, with a line drive one hopper off his shin. And he gets another one today.
He's good to go. Chase Mydroth, the batter, right-handed hitter, hitting .275. And he'll take inside, ball 1. Give Colson Montgomery an infield single a minute ago.
Going to challenge this one. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
And it is a strike. So a good challenge. Call overturned. No score, second inning. Sox at first and second, one away. And the 0-1 to Mydroth. Swing and a miss. What do you like on 0-2, Ron?
Well, that last slider was a tough pitch for Mydroth. He did not see it real well. He pulled off it. He could probably go right back with that pitch again and probably try to throw it a few more inches away off the plate.
The next pitch fouled away. He didn't want that 0-2 pitch where that ended up. That was pretty much in a hittable spot, but he got away with it.
He went back, same thing, went back to that sweeping breaking ball, but he threw it in the middle of the plate.
Mydroth 1 for 9 in the series. White Sox threatening. The 1-2 pitch rolled toward third. Bregman will glove it and throw to first. Gets his man. Good play by Bregman. Runners advance to second and third. The ball just not hit sharply enough to get any other play.
Yeah, and that's a very difficult throw when you're kind of running on an angle, full speed as a third baseman, and then to throw the ball to second in that angle, where do you throw the ball from? Over your head? You can't drop down. It's a very difficult throw. It's a good play by Bregman to just get the out at first.
2 down, second and third. Tristan Peters, left-handed batter, will take inside. You know, the more we watch Bregman, and this is the first year we've seen him play every single day, he is really amazingly accurate with his throws from all kinds of different body positions. Here comes the 1-0. Check swing ground ball to Bregman. Gloves it. He'll plant the foot and make the throw to first to get him. Good play by Bregman and another good throw. No runs for the White Sox. They leave 2 after an inning and a half. No score. Cubs and Sox at Wrigley. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
At Farmers, we tell it to you straight. No lies, loopholes, or even baseball analogies.
Yep, no sports talk. Just your bases covered.
At least we'll try to avoid the sports analogies. Like with coverage on a page. We use plain language so you know what's covered and what's not.
Yep, exactly. We'll keep our eye on the ball.
Painful. It's like you're not even trying.
We took a swing, but we really missed a...
Stop.
You have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set 1 foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
To my stylist.
This look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way.
Great clips. It's gonna be great.
Join the Cubs Thursday, September 3rd for Hello Kitty Night. Fans who purchase tickets through Cubs.com/specials will receive a limited edition Hello Kitty Cubs plushie. Don't miss out on this offer. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Nico Horner will hit a fly ball to right toward the line. Long run. Montgomery gets there and makes the catch. And Nico is retired on the fly ball to right. No score. Second inning. And the batter now is Pedro Ramirez.
Now I got a question for you, Pat, and Zach, and Paul Zering for that matter. Do we know what a plushie is?
I
Zach
have
said,
heard
Hello
it. I was
Kitty
just going to ask
Cubs
Zach.
plushie.
I was just going to ask Zach if he had an example or a sample of what he was talking about.
Well, a plushie is a soft toy made from cloth and filled with soft stuffing.
Okay.
Like popcorn? Could you put popcorn inside of that?
You could, but
not
it would
in our
not
booth.
be
It's not going to make it long enough.
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes on Pedro Ramirez. Here's a pitch taken high for a ball.
In other words, a plushie is a stuffed animal.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Now, are you reading this, Zach? Did I catch you in the middle of a Google right during the game? I think I did. Here's a pitch in there for a strike, 3-1.
I think these are things, the younger set, we know about plushies, Pat.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Well, I don't have the Google machine in front of me like you do. There is ball 4 to Pedro Ramirez.
Sometimes when you look back, Pat, to the back row, and Paul Zarang's just shaking his head at us, we're off the tracks.
I was thinking about a story, and I'll share it later on, about Harry Carey.
Speaking off the tracks.
And Ron Santo and Harry's son Skip.
Okay.
And I'll share that later on. But I was chuckling thinking about that driving in today. Here's a pitch outside to Carson Kelly. But I was thinking about the first game these two teams played in 1997. It was on the south side. Low and inside to Carson Kelly, and the broadcast crew on Cubs radio that day was Ron Santo, Harry Carey, and yours truly.
Yeah.
So very special day for me.
Yes, absolutely.
And just fun to ever be part of the broadcast with Harry Carey.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I was a kid, and he was one of the all-time greats. Here's a pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. But the Cubs beat the White Sox in the first ever game, 1997, on the south side. And, of course, Harry was a former White Sox announcer, too.
Yeah.
And he left under, I guess, kind of some uncomfortable circumstances. And whenever the Cubs would score, he would say, "Listen to this crowd," and just kind of rubbing it in a little bit, just the way he could.
Mm-hmm.
But we will share that other story. It was about an event that Ronnie and Harry and Skip Carey, his son, went to for the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. 3-2 on Carson Kelly. Let's keep an eye on Ramirez at first. No score in the game. And the pitch on the way to Kelly. Sharp ground ball to second, but it's fielded by Mydroth. Steps on second, throws to first, double play. 4-3 on the twin killing. Cubs don't score. On to inning number 3. 0-0 game. Cubs and White Sox on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Craig Counsell. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
The core short from Viore is one pair I keep reaching for. Morning run, afternoon training, watching the game, it doesn't matter. Soft four-way stretch, built-in liner, comfortable all day. Plus, they look good enough to wear well beyond the gym. Ready to try a pair? Head to Viore.com/MLB and get 20% off your first purchase. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is on the screws. Do you know what it means?
Southwest.com/WSJ.
Top 3 at Wrigley Field. Cubs and White Sox are scoreless. Partly cloudy, 75 degrees. Wind blowing in. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Pat?
All right, Zach. Third inning, 0-0 game. Jake Rogers, right-handed batting catcher, will lead things off for the Sox against right-hander Clay Holmes. Just one base hit so far in the game. That was a single by Colson Montgomery. Back in the second inning. First pitch low and inside for a ball. Game time temperature 76 beautiful degrees. Sponsored by Four Seasons. Chopper foul toward third. Four Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. I think I mentioned all of the umpires. I did not finalize that statement by saying the announcement of the umpires is sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. The 1-1 to Rogers, swing and a foul at the plate, 1-2.
Good breaking ball there by Holmes after boring a couple two-seamers in. Good breaking ball. Rogers barely stayed alive.
Antonacci on deck, and then Murakami. The 1-2 pitch, fastball is high. 2-2. We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Ron, Zach, and I, and Paul Zarang. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. And the 2-2 pulled sharply on the ground, foul past third. The ball boy hustling out to make a nice play. Juggled it slightly, and he's a little upset at himself. Kind of smacks the bare hand into the glove.
He's a good baseball player. He's got good hands. He's mad at himself. He got a shot and made an error.
2-2 pitch, grounded to Bregman, gloves it, plants the feet, and then makes the throw to first. Bush stays on the bag, reaching for a high throw while he was falling backward. Great play by Bush. One of the rare off-target throws by Bregman, but Bush saved him. Good play by Michael.
Yeah, great play by Michael. It's probably the easiest play Bregman's had so far today. He probably didn't know what to do. I've been all over the field, and now I got an easy one, and he just sailed that throw. Nice play by Michael to stay on the bag.
Of course, you knew it would happen in the day when we're raving about what an accurate thrower he is. Here's Sam Antonacci taking outside.
I wasn't going to mention it right away.
But, Ron, you played third. Now, you know those are tough throws from third. That's not an easy toss by any means. And on top of that, your body is in all kinds of different angles. Backhanding, angling back, charging the ball. But I'm just amazed at how accurate usually Alex Bregman is with his throwing.
Incredibly. You know, I really agree. And he's got great range. So he ends up fielding a lot of balls in places where other third basemen would not. And that makes the throw even that much more difficult, to your point.
But he's got quick feet as well, and that helps him get in a position to make his throws. 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike to Sam Antonacci.
Third inning brought to you by Consumers Credit Union, the people in your corner who stand up for you wherever you go.
But when a guy joins your team, you find out very quickly how good or how much he struggles defensively. But Alex Bregman is one of the best third basemen in this league today.
Yep, I would agree.
3-1 pitch inside. He walked him. And it's a one-out walk to Antonacci, and it brings up Munetaka Murakami.
I was a little frustrated with himself on the mound with that walk. He's got great movement. And that two-seamer sometimes can be a tough pitch to get going where you want it to end up. And with all the movement, that one just missed down and in.
Murakami bounced out to third his first time, and he'll take a strike. Murakami homered in last night's game.
How about the opposite field home run he hit off the video board?
Long blast. The 0-1. Bouncing ball to first. Charging, gloving. Bush throws to second. There's one. Horner to first. Offline. And now safe at first is the batter Murakami. Bush gloving the ball, throwing to Horner, so they got the force at second, 3-6 on the fielder's choice there. Murakami is safe at first. Now Bush is talking with Ron Kulpa, the umpire. I'm not sure what it's involving, Ron.
There's Michael Bush is saying about him being out of the throwing area. Like the runner, I think on the return throw being in the way, but that's you know, you don't see it a lot, but it is legal. You know, you don't have to get down. You can get hit by the ball.
Miguel Vargas takes inside for a ball.
Remember years ago when you could break up a double play, the middle infielders were taught to throw the ball from their hip, and that will get the base runner down. Either that or you'll wear one off the coconut.
Yeah, and that's not a good way to spend your afternoon.
Trying to pull a baseball out of your forehead?
With a coconut in the forehead? Yeah, it's not on your list of things to do today.
No.
2-0 on Vargas. No score, third inning. Swing and a miss. Maybe the best breaking ball we've seen from Clay Holmes today. 2-1. I remember Chris Spire watching him. As you were saying that, Ron, he'd be a shortstop coming across and sidearming the throw. Because Pete Rose would try to intimidate him by breaking up double plays, and Spire said, I've got a way to combat that.
Yeah.
As soon as I come across, you better get down sliding because I'm going to throw sidearm.
Yeah.
And like you said, he would have drilled him.
You either get out of the way or you get drilled from about 5 feet away.
Here's the 2-2 pitch, fouled back in the count 2-2.
Because now in the era of Chris Spire, which is before me, and I was watching baseball, the guys getting taken out at second base was vicious. And that's the way a middle infielder could protect themselves.
2-2 on Vargas. No score. We're in the third. Here's a check swing foul down the right field side.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Several other games going on today around the big leagues. Here's a pop-up foul and out of play. Atlanta and Minnesota 1-1. They're in the fifth. Zach will bring us up to date on all of the other games that are currently being played along with this one. Holmes now at 50 pitches with 2 outs in the third. Here comes the 2-2 from the big right-hander. Vargas lines one into left, base hit, past a diving Horner. That breaking ball hung a little bit, and Vargas spanks it into left. Stopping at second is Murakami. 2 men on for Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, this breaking ball starts inside and ends up in the middle of the plate. Vargas still out in front of it a little bit. Why he didn't get that ball elevated, and it ended up being a one-hopper through the infield, but pretty good swing as he hit the line drive through the left side.
Benintendi had a base on balls his first time. Left-handed batter, he'll swing and miss. Benintendi homered in the opener on Monday night.
He has a pinch hitter. First pitch he saw in the eighth, hit into the basket and right and gave the Sox the lead by a run.
The 0-1 is low and in, 1-1. Cubs have come from behind to win each of the first 2 games. Cubs have more come-from-behind wins than any other team in the big leagues, 39. The 1-1 pitch, big chop slowly, right side, charging Bush, gloves it, underhand feed to the pitcher, Holmes on the bag. In time, score that one 3-1. White Sox lead 2. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Nothing game. Cubs and White Sox on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit. Wow!
No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first bid to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
The Stratotech tee from Viore is one of those shirts you put on once and immediately get why people love it. It's incredibly soft, stretches with you, dries fast, and still looks sharp enough to wear.
Cubs Shoes on Tech is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, the new White Sox pitcher now is right-hander Jose Urquidy. Urquidy, pronounced Urquidy. And he'll face Tyrone Taylor, and then the top of the order, Pete Crow Armstrong and Seiya Suzuki. Nothing game. What do we know about Urquidy, Ron?
Well, his Cubs have seen him before, and he's a guy that his best pitch is his changeup, and you're going to see quite a few of them today. He will throw one after another if he starts feeling it with that changeup.
He's only appeared in one game as a White Sox pitcher, and he misses outside to Ian Happ. Let me correct that. The first pitch was a called strike. Urquidy has a bright red glove. The next pitch low and away, 1-1. Urquidy worked 3 2/3 innings and gave up 3 runs in his first White Sox outing. He's also pitched for the Pirates in 5 games this season. 1-2 on Ian Happ.
So he's gone fastball, back-to-back breaking balls away. This has got to be changeup, I would think.
There it was, Ron. Looked like an off-speed pitch, fouled away. You've seen that sequence before?
Once or twice. You always have in the back of your head, is it White Sox got a little, they got sunglass issues, okay. Thought they were making on. I thought we were in spring training. They were just taking guys off the field, 2 new guys going on.
Yeah.
You know, it happens in spring.
It's kind of casual.
Yeah.
Let's see if Happ can crank up a rally. Tyrone Taylor on deck, and then Pete Crow Armstrong. This big crowd is ready to make some noise. And we talk sometimes, Ron, when one team has won every game in a series up until the finale, if you can take the early lead, and especially when you're at home, if you can get the crowd behind you, it seems to give you a big psychological advantage.
I think they're having some issue, Pat, with reflection from the bleachers in right, I do believe.
We're going to pause 10 seconds. In fact, I think we're going to pause 12 seconds for station identification. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score, and Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago.
That only felt like 10. I really was hoping for 12 seconds on that.
I'll tell you what, in an hour you can try again.
Here's the 2-2. And Ian Happ takes inside, 3-2. Happ wearing the powder blue shoes and powder blue batting gloves. Here's the payoff pitch. Changeup foul back, still 3-2. Ian has the habit of tightening the batting gloves after every single pitch. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Here's the pitch. Happ swings and misses. Strike 3 on a changeup. And that's out number 1.
Well, eventually you knew he was going to get to the change against Ian. He'd thrown some fastball and some breaking balls, but at the end of the day, he's trying to get guys out with the change, and that was a very good one in a good location.
Pitching changes by the opposition, sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Tyrone Taylor will take a strike. Taylor takes down low, 1-1. Cubs heading to the Pacific Northwest and taking on the Seattle Mariners the next 3 games. Neither team has named their starters. Fastball in there for a called strike 2. We can give you the game times tomorrow night, 9:10 Central Time. Saturday earlier start, 6:15. And then the Sunday day game at 3:10 Central. There's a big bouncer to a charging shortstop Montgomery. Gloves it on the second hop and does not get his man. Infield single Tyrone Taylor. I expected Montgomery, the shortstop, to charge that one much more aggressively. How about you, Ron?
Yeah, I would agree. If he catches this on the big hop, he's got to play it first. Once he lets that ball bounce the second time, it's going to be a base hit. The ball's hit right off the front edge of home plate and goes way up in the air. And once it hits the second time, you got no play.
Here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And Pete will take high, ball 1.
If Pete looks for an off-speed pitch in this at bat, he got a chance to go deep. White Sox are going to challenge this ball call. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
It just did hit the strike zone. So that call is overturned. It's 0-1 on Pete. Pete with 79 RBIs leads the team. And the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up foul and back out of play. You just don't see the leadoff batter leading the team in runs batted in very often.
No, you really don't. But when your leadoff hitter has 31 bombs and can run the way Pete does, yeah, he has had some kind of run here the last few months, that's for sure.
It's 0-2 on PCA. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. A changeup got him. And that is out number 2.
A lot of off-speed stuff here now between changeup, slow curveball. He's walking way out there towards second base. He's only got 7 seconds before he's got to deliver a ball to home plate.
And he quickly steps up and fires a strike. 0-1. Let's keep an eye on Tyrone Taylor at first here.
I've not seen that before.
Here comes the 0-1. swinging a foul back.
You know how we say we see something new every day in our game?
Yeah.
Keeney's was way out by second base. He come walking in to the mound, and the pitch clock had been started. It was at 5, and he wasn't even in the dirt. He stepped right up to the rubber, put his right foot in, and then just delivered a pitch like it was batting practice and threw a perfect slider in the outside corner. That's a new one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Urquidy strikes out 3 in the inning. Taylor had the infield single, but the Cubs did nothing else. We go to inning number 4, no score. Cubs and White Sox on the Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Sun's out, relaxation's in. Book your Northeast getaway with confidence on Verbo. With Verbo Care included on every stay, we're there before, during, and after your trip if things go astray. Verbo, your trusted partner for every stay.
You know that thing where you get an amazing pair of shoes at a really great price and want to tell everyone about it? Yeah, so do we. Here at Designer Shoe Warehouse, we'll give you something to brag about, like the latest styles from brands you love, or the trends everyone's obsessing over, or shoes that make you feel like, well, you. So go ahead, show off a little. Find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today. DSW, let us surprise you.
First, I take a sabbatical, then do absolutely nothing.
Glorious. But what? You'd win the New York lottery, then do nothing?
Well, I'd also commission a cutting-edge mobile bed, so I never stop doing nothing, even when I leave my house.
Okay, but how can you do even less?
Well, I'll spend 6 months living with a Honduran capuchin monkey troupe to learn how to pick things up with my feet, so I never have to lift a finger again.
Oh, you'll be a hit at dinner parties. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This summer, your passport isn't required. Welcome to Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Inspired by the color and energy of Tokyo's vibrant sushi scene, these limited time creations bring bold flavors in every bite. Discover new sushi rolls, steak tataki, and lobster and prawn fried rice inspired by one of the world's most exciting food destinations. Cruise through Tokyo, one roll at a time aboard our sushi boat with wave after sushi wave of unforgettable taste. Summer in Tokyo at P.F. Chang's. Your journey.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Top of the 9th inning in Pittsburgh. The Tigers leading the Pirates 3-2. Gleyber Torres with an RBI single.
Braden Montgomery, left-handed batting outfielder, will take outside. What else you got, Zach?
Carson Bench, Pat, a 2-run home run for the Mets. They lead the Padres 2-1 in the last of the 7th in New York.
Montgomery taps one foul, 1-1.
Twins on top of the Braves 4-1. They are in the bottom of the 5th inning. And later on tonight, the Brewers are home against the Mariners after beating Seattle 22-0 yesterday.
And the 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1. I cannot remember a big league game with the final score of 22-0.
No. That's not a good one.
And the 2-1. Drilled fair past Bregman down the left field line for a base hit. Happ gets it back in. Leadoff single for Braden Montgomery. He went the other way.
Now, what you're looking at with these left-handed hitters from the White Sox, knowing Holmes throws a lot of balls, whether it be his two-seam fastball, that sinker, or his changeup, both running away from the left-handed hitter, they're really trying to shoot the ball the other way and use the other side of the diamond.
Colson Montgomery will take outside from Clay Holmes. Sox now with 3 hits in the game, all singles. Haven't seen an extra base knock from anyone yet today. Again, the wind blowing in slightly. Low and inside for a ball, 2-0. Ron, regarding the wind, I know you only played 1 year at Wrigley, 2001, as a Cub. But would you change your swing or your approach regarding whether the wind was blowing in or out? Here comes the pitch outside, and if so, what would that change be?
I would. Maybe not today, though. The wind, to me, today, it's blowing in, but it's not blowing in hard. like we've seen it, in April and May where it's really howling in.
3-0 pitch swung on and missed, 3-1.
But in them cold days where the wind is blowing in and it's almost impossible to hit a home run.
Right.
Then I would really make an effort of staying on top of the baseball with my hands and drive down through the ball. And absolutely, even in batting practice, try to keep the ball out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
You are not looking to hit a long, high fly ball. It's just an out.
And that makes a lot of sense. It's 3-1 on Colson Montgomery. The pitch hit in the air, foul, slicing away from Happ and out of play.
And that is something you can work at. It really is. You can practice that and have basically two approaches to hitting here at Wrigley Field. You have to have one that you keep the ball down and out of the wind. And then there are days where the wind's blowing out hard. You really want to catch the ball out in front and get the ball elevated.
3-2 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss, strike three. Great throw to second. That's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Beautiful throw by Carson Kelly. The shortstop Horner caught the throw, and that ball was right on the second base bag. Easy play for Nico. Double play.
Yeah, this throw right on the money. Great throw, good tag. Kelly got a good pitch to throw on, and he threw a strike to second base.
Quickly, 2 down, nobody on, no score, 4th inning. And the batter is Chase Mydroth. And a ground ball to third, gloved by Bregman. He'll throw to first. He gets him. 4 shutout innings for Clay Holmes. Let's see if the Cubs can get him some runs to work with. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to field a ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first bid to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
The core short from Viore is one pair I keep reaching for. Morning run, afternoon training, watching the game, it doesn't matter. Soft four-way stretch, built-in liner, comfortable.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Higher pay and grow your team with Gusto. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros leading the majors in batting average, hitting at .318.
Let's see if the Cubs can get on the board here in this 4th inning. Alex Bregman takes a strike. Michael Busch on deck, and then Nico Horner against the right-hander Urquidy. And the next pitch, hit on the ground sharply to third, gloved by Vargas. And he'll make a good, accurate throw across the diamond in time for out number 1.
Ball hit sharply, a little off-speed pitch. Bregman hit it right on the screws, but on top of it and just drove it into the ground, but a bullet at the third baseman.
We're going to make our attendance guesses in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. We've been right in that 39,000, 40,000 neighborhood, and I'm pretty sure we're in that same area today. I think this is going to be the biggest crowd. I'm going to say 41,014. 41014.
Wow. Be a good poker hand.
Yes, sir.
You have 2 pair.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bush. A swing and a miss. 1-2.
I will go 40,400.
I'm going to go 40,200.
So we're locked in. Our excellent engineer Paul Zarang is going to make his guess.
What you got, Ziggy?
The Maestro is going 40,292.
And the pitch on the way to Bush, called strike 3. Bush caught looking. 2 down. Cubs kind of mystified by Urquidy so far. Nobody really has made solid contact against him. Cubs' only hit was an infield single by Tyrone Taylor, a play that really was misplayed by the shortstop Montgomery.
Here he goes again. He was way back behind the mound. He steps right up and has to throw. It's pretty funny. It doesn't bother him at all. He's stretching behind the mound on the grass with 6 seconds before he's got to deliver the pitch. Steps up, toes the rubber. Here you go.
It's almost like a Charlie Chaplin film.
Yeah.
Speed up motion. Here's the pitch low, 1-1.
He's done it twice, and he's made 2 perfect pitches both times. Go figure.
Urquidy's next offering, fastball strike. Jose Urquidy. You don't meet a lot of people with the first 3 letters of their last name starting with URQ. Strike 3 called, and the Cubs have done nothing against Urquidy. We go to the 5th inning. Zach Zaidman will join Ron Coomer in a moment. 0-0 game. Cubs and White Sox on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Molly and Hom, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
At Hill's Pet Nutrition, we know that pet parent guilt is real. That's why we make science-led nutrition to help you give more love than humanly possible. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Find the right food at hillspet.com/science does more.
There's a lot about aging you can't control, but you can take steps to help protect your health. Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways to help protect against certain respiratory illnesses, especially if you are 50 or older or have certain medical conditions. Here's physician and Pfizer Medical Director Dr. Maria McColgan with more.
Your immune system weakens with age, so even if you feel healthier than others, just being 50 or older can increase your risk for certain potentially serious respiratory illnesses. That's why getting vaccinated is more important than ever. Staying on top of your recommended respiratory vaccines can help you avoid a respiratory infection that can make you very sick or cause a major setback to health conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to help decide which vaccines are right for you, which may include flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. You can also learn more about which vaccines you may be eligible for at PfizerForAll.com.
This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
Getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for sun, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book.
Full details.
4th inning sponsored by Access One, your Chicago technology partner for managed IT.
Line drive caught at second base by Pedro Ramirez off the bat of Tristan Peters. 1 pitch, 1 away.
And Access One still doing that. And they're managing line drive outs, too, in this inning. 4th inning sponsored by Access One, your Chicago technology partner for managed IT, cybersecurity, business phone systems, and internet services. Great to have them aboard on Cubs Radio.
Jake Rogers at the plate, and the backup catcher for the White Sox looks at a sinking fastball low and inside. 1-0 the count. Scoreless game, Cubs and Sox, the finale of this three-game set, the north side edition of the series, as Rogers whacks this foul out of play off to the right. 1-1 the count.
We had meat of the order last inning. Meat of the order is brought to you by Pete's Market, Chicagoland's largest family-owned and locally operated grocer.
One down, scoreless in the fifth, and a line drive base hit to left by Rogers. So 1 on, 1 away. And now the top of the order. 2 up for the Sox. Sam Antonacci will dig in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
This ball down and in, and Rogers goes down and hooks this ball into left field.
Fourth hit of the ball game for the White Sox against veteran right-hander Clay Holmes, who works on the extreme first base side of the rubber. Bush holding on Rogers at first. Bregman playing in wide of third with Antonacci at the plate. The pitch is a called strike on the outside edge, but Antonacci's going to challenge.
Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
And Antonacci is wrong. That ball clipped the outside edge near the bottom of the zone for strike. Half the baseball in the zone, half the baseball outside of it. 0-1 the count on Antonacci, and the White Sox have one challenge remaining for the rest of regulation. Antonacci, a left-handed batter. Holmes, the right-hander, straightens up, sets chest high. The kick and pitch. Misses outside. 1-1.
So far in this ballgame, the left-handers have really tried to use the other side of the field with that two-seamer, running away from, and the changeup. Both pitches going away from the left-handed hitter.
The next pitch is hit on the ground, fielded by Bregman. The throw to second. There's one. Ramirez jump throw to first. Not in time to get Antonacci. Bregman had to double clutch because there was no infielder anywhere near second as Ramirez was racing over. But the lead man, Rogers, retired. 2 away. Antonacci at first.
Yeah, this is one of those plays. I think Nico froze on that ball hit to his right to Bregman. And Nico a little frustrated. If he breaks to the bag and Bregman hits him with the throw, it's probably a double play.
Munetaka Murakami at the plate, and he looks at a breaking ball low.
It's one of those things where Nico has been watching the game be played and in the game from the second base position. Now you got to change everything that you've been seeing for years now. Has to flip over, and you're seeing that you're playing in a different position. And every now and then that will, you'll react one click later than you normally would if you're at your normal position.
Makes so much sense when you put it that way. That last pitch low, 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. And bounced foul off to the right by Murakami.
Yeah, everybody says, well, he'll just go over to short and play, or he'll just go to left field and play. Well, there's intricacies of every position that when you're good at the position you make, but it takes time to build that up and to see the game through that position's eyes. And I think Nico is going through a little of that right now where he's, rounding the ball, certain throws you got to make. What's he going to do on the backhand play, and how's he going to try to get the ball over to first on that play?
That last pitch outside, 3-1. The next pitch, a big rip and a miss by Murakami. He ended up on one knee on the follow-through, lost his balance, and ended up in the right-handed batter's box.
Pretty good changeup by Holmes, and yeah, that was the old Reggie Jackson one-knee swing, and about the same result, swing and a miss.
It's got to feel good when you're a pitcher and that happens, right? All right, full count, man at first, 2 away here in the fifth, scoreless game. The pitch. A bouncing ball hit on the left side. Oh, diving stop by Bregman. Up on his feet. Throw to first in time. And they nail Murakami. Bregman was playing where a shortstop normally would. And he looked like Dansby Swanson making that play. Out number 3, middle 5, Cubs and Sox scoreless on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Byrna.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit. Wow!
No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first bid to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
I'll adopt a cat. Just a cat, Sean? This is a New York Lottery win we're talking about.
I'd get the ultra-rare, hairless cat known as the Minskin.
Then?
I'd turn my garage into a rescue menagerie for all furless felines.
And when
before it all ends, Toyota, let's go places.
Join the Cubs on Tuesday, September 1st to celebrate Armed Forces Appreciation. Fans who purchase tickets through Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition Cubs hoodie and challenge coin presented by Toyota. Don't miss out on this offer. Pedro Ramirez at the plate, and the first pitch is a called strike from Jose Urquidy. Sox right-hander, a little breaking ball that floated into the zone right near the bottom along the outside edge, 0-1. The next pitch is another called strike. He doubled up on that slow-moving curveball. Ramirez in the hole, 0-2.
First Out, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. And we have the Xfinity people here at the ballpark today, so it's great to have them here. They little visit to the booth last inning, so great to see them and meet some of them.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, they picked the perfect day to come to the yard, too, boy. Come Sox, day game, 76 degrees, and get much better than this.
Picture perfect as Ramirez looks at a ball outside. Another curve from Urquidy, 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, as Urquidy gets Ramirez with a change, one away.
Well, Urquidy's one of those guys that, when you don't see him a lot and you're getting, a bunch of different looks of off-speed pitches. He's got straight changes, split, curveball, slider, and then occasional fastball, and he's got a little something on it. He knows how to pitch.
Carson Kelly looks at a strike, a sinking fastball from Urquidy, 0-1. Cubs and Sox are scoreless. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. Cubs trying to complete a three-game sweep here in the North Side edition. Sox took 2 of 3 in the South Side edition. The pitch. And that is low. 1-1 to count, a sweeper.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Urquidy working on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch. Called strike, another sinker from Urquidy. 1-2 on Kelly. Wind blowing in. Partly cloudy day here at the friendly confines, but as Kuhn mentioned, plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Temperature in the mid-70s. Urquidy walks the back slope of the mound. He squats, gets back up, now steps on the rubber. He's ready. The 1-2. Kelly pops it up. Foul territory off to the right. Murakami near the tarp, but this one's on the other side in the stands. Out of play, 1-2.
Last night with the wind blowing out, not really hard, but blowing out, that ball probably stays in the field of play. With the wind blowing in, boy, that ball really gets affected and blown towards the seats here at Wrigley.
Righty-righty matchup. Urquidy on the mound. Kelly at the plate. The 1-2. Fouled away out of play off to the right. I wonder how much visiting teams spend time in batting practice and fielding practice before a game, just testing the wind pattern and seeing where fly balls are going to go and pop-ups.
I think what happens is you get some veteran players or coaches
That pitch just missed. 2-2, a changeup.
You know, when you have your start of the series meeting, right, and you start, you know, the general conversation about the series, you know, you'd have some coaches or a veteran player who's played here some.
The 2-2, Kelly swings, and it's a high fly ball down the left field line, ranging over Antonacci, but this one hooks foul out of play. It did not have home run distance.
But you'll talk about what, you know, kind of how the field plays and what you're doing. You know, on a day like today, the infielder's got to be real aggressive going out for the short pop-ups. On a day like last night, you know, the ball's going to fly out. The outfielders are going to end up catching a lot of those balls.
The 2-2. Kelly swings and misses. Strike 3 as Urquidy gets him at a changeup, 2 away.
You know, 4 straight strikeout for Urquidy. You know, we talked about that changeup, and he has thrown a bunch of them, and he's got a good one.
So Ian Happ will dig in with 2 down here to the last of the 5th. Happ struck out swinging his first time up. Urquidy working quickly. The kick and pitch. Happ lines one down the left field line, slicing foul out of play, 0-1. Sean Newcomb was the opener today for the White Sox. Went the first 2 innings, and Urquidy took over in the 3rd. Scoreless game. Here's the 0-1. That's a called strike, sinking fastball to Happ. 0-2.
Yeah, two-seamer started inside and hits the inside corner.
Urquidy now facing the scoreboard. Does so deliberately. He's back on the mound. Here's the 0-2. And misses with a fastball clocked at 93 miles per hour. Close pitch.
Yeah, he does some different things, that's for sure. The clock's ticking down. He's not even engaged yet to throw. He'll just get the ball, and there he comes.
Here we go. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Happ not happy, having a conversation now. It's getting pretty heated with the home plate umpire, Tom Hanahan, throwing his helmet, his bat, and his protective gear off to the side and still going at it. Urquidy strikes out the side. He has struck out 5 consecutive Cubs. We head to the 6th scoreless game. Cubs and Sox on the score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi, Harris, and Grody. Middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
There's a lot about aging you can't control, but you can take steps to help protect your health. Getting vaccinated is one of the best ways to help protect against certain respiratory illnesses, especially if you are 50 or older or have certain medical conditions. Here's physician and Pfizer Medical Director Dr. Maria McColgan with more.
Your immune system weakens with age, so even if you feel healthier than others, just being 50 or older can increase your risk for certain potentially serious respiratory illnesses. That's why getting vaccinated is more important than ever. Staying on top of your recommended respiratory vaccines can help you avoid a respiratory infection that can make you very sick or cause a major setback to health conditions like heart disease or diabetes. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to help decide which vaccines are right for you, which may include flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. You can also learn more about which vaccines you may be eligible for at PfizerForAll.com.
This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
I'll adopt a cat.
Just a cat, Sean? This is a New York Lottery win we're talking about.
I'd get the ultra-rare, hairless cat known as the Minskin.
Then?
I'd turn my garage into a rescue menagerie for all furless felines.
And when that gets too full?
I'll purchase land in the Catskills for them to sunbathe in hairless abandon.
Only cats.
All hair-free animals looking to roam in bald, beautiful peace.
Can I come?
Do you have hair?
New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you're skipping meals and cutting carbs but still not losing pounds, you aren't lazy. Your metabolism is just asleep. Wake it up with Almacet. Backed by over.
More.com today.
Clay Holmes still on the mound for the Cubs. We go to inning number 6. First pitch to Miguel Vargas is up and in for ball 1. Sox have 4 hits. Cubs have just 1. Here's a fly ball down the left field line. Long run, Happ. It's over his head, bouncing up against the wall in the corner. And that's going to be a ground rule double for Miguel Vargas.
This ball hit sharply down into the corner. And Ian chases. Looks like a little changeup. Vargas stays on it. Ian goes towards the corner, and the ball just kind of sails over his glove, goes a little deeper probably than he thought. And one hops into the top of the ivy and just disappears in the ivy.
Ron, as I look at the flags, they have changed. It's starting to blow toward left field, and I think that may have had an effect on what you described regarding Ian Happ a minute ago. Benintendi, the batter, takes ball one.
Very well could. That ball was pretty well struck by Vargas. He's a big, strong guy, too.
So man at second, no score. We're in the sixth. Benintendi, the left-handed batter, lines one into center, a base hit. Stopping, and now the throw home from Taylor, not in time. Scoring is Vargas. I thought he was going to be held at third, but he got the green light, and he scores. A good throw by Taylor, but just too late, and it's 1-0 Sox. An RBI single for Andrew Benintendi.
Now Benintendi goes out and hits this ball. It looks like a sharp line drive, but it is not. It's hit off the end of the bat. So when the ball gets to the outfield and it hits on the grass, the ball kind of hits and checks up. Almost like you'd hit a pitching wedge, and the ball checks up. It doesn't bounce strongly towards Taylor, so he has to take an extra step to come get that ball. And I think just because of that, the run scores.
Third base coach Justin Jershiel waving the runner in. Turned out to be a good decision.
You know, I think on that play, Pat, the weather we had last night could have affected that ball with all the rain we had last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the ground's probably still a little moist, I would think, and that ball hit and just kind of died out there in the outfield.
Benintendi with his 63rd run batted in. And the Sox lead 1-0. Top of inning number 6, the batter Braden Montgomery. And he'll take low and inside for a ball. So a double and a single, nobody out and a run in. Take a look at some baseball history as we move along. August the 19th. Next offering is low for ball 2. This date in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Now the crowd vocally more active than they have been at any time today.
I think you're hearing a lot of the White Sox fans is what you're hearing.
And the 2-1, bouncing ball to second. Glove by Ramirez, go to second, one. Horner to first, not in time. They get the lead man on the 4-6 fielder's choice. One away, and the batter now is Colson Montgomery.
Yeah, there's been some ground balls today that you would hope you'd turn double plays, but they're just not tailor-made double plays. They're hit in the area where you would think that, but, you know, ball not hit hard enough, and White Sox are pretty athletic, and they've stayed away from the double play. And after that ball hit, Craig Counsell is coming to the mound to make a pitching change.
Holmes did a very good job. He leaves trailing 1-0, but he pitched extremely well today. And he'll hope for the Cubs offense to come alive in the late innings. Pitching changes for the Cubs. Those are always sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. 1-0 White Sox. We're in the 6th inning, and we'll be right back with more after this on the Score and the Cubs Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, when you finance through GM Financial, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. Come in today and test drive the hardworking Sierra 1500 and experience engineering that fits your lifestyle. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
Top of the sixth inning here at Wrigley Field. It's the White Sox leading the Cubs 1-0. The first out, sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that. Pat?
All right, Zach, we go to the action now. Left-hander Caleb Thielbar is the new Cubs hurler. One away, a run in. White Sox on top 1-0. Braden Montgomery, the runner at first. Colson Montgomery at the plate. And a throw to first that got him picked off. Thielbar picking off Braden Montgomery before he even delivers a pitch. And that's out number 2.
Now Montgomery was going to go on first movement. Thielbar lifts his leg and then just picks over to first. The young outfielder took 2 steps or like a hop towards second. He was out by quite a bit at first base.
And the next offering down low. Those types of plays, though, that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you got a little rally going, you got a run in, you got a man on, now somebody gets picked off, and it just goes the other way. There's a breaking ball strike, 1-2. But this date in baseball history, Ken Holtzman pitched a no-hitter on this date in 1969.
Oh, wow.
Swing and a miss in the count, 1-2. He was right here at Wrigley. He walked 3. Ron Santo had a game-winning 3-run homer against Phil Niekro. Billy Williams made a great catch on a drive hit by Henry Aaron. Famous game, August 19, 1969. High pop fly, foul, might be playable. Racing over into foul territory is Thielbar. It's out of play. Thielbar, the pitcher. I like to see a pitcher aggressively chasing a ball like he did. He ran all the way into foul territory, Ron.
He's ready to, he wants that third out.
Sure he does.
Yeah, and it's kind of hitting that no man's land area. Bregman playing out at short, because of the shifting. So, it's a long run for Kelly. So whoever can get to it, they try to catch it.
1-0 White Sox, 6th inning, 2 down, bases empty, a run in. Thielbar ready for the 1-2 to Colson Montgomery. The pitch just outside, 2-2. Billy Williams made a great catch near the indentation of the wall. A ball hit by Henry Aaron.
Was that the final out of the game?
No, it was in the 7th inning, I believe. Strike 3. Montgomery strikes out. Thielbar gets out of the jam. White Sox get a run on 2 hits. They lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com. To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to ServiceTitan.com to learn more.
First, I take a sabbatical, then do absolutely nothing.
Glorious. But what? You'd win the New York lottery, then do nothing?
Well, I'd also commission a cutting-edge mobile bed, so I never stop doing nothing, even when I leave my house.
Okay.
Take the first step at illinoisstate.edu.
Tyrone Taylor is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach. Tyrone Taylor will lead off this Cubs sixth inning. Cubs down by a run. Urquidy delivers. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball up against the wall. It'll be a double for Tyrone Taylor. So now you definitely feel a slight change in the momentum, Ron.
Absolutely. Big swing in the bat for the Cubs. Two-seam fastball inside. And Taylor smokes this ball down into the left field corner. Let's see what's on tap here in the sixth inning, sponsored by Yingling Flight. That's what's in flight, is that line drive double down the line. They are the next generation of light beer, and boy, we would certainly like to score a couple runs here in this inning.
The right-hander Urquidy working on Pete Crow Armstrong, and the pitch to Pete. It's a strike. The wind has been very changeable today. Right now, it looks like a ball hit to right or right center will get some carry. Pete is 0 for 2. Flied out and struck out. Swings and drives one to right, but right there is Montgomery to make the catch. Now tagging is Taylor. The throw to third, and he's going to be out easily. Tyrone Taylor tried to tag up, but Braden Montgomery has a great arm and threw him out on a play that was not even close at third base. So quickly, 2 down, nobody on, and the batter is Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, this is a base running mistake by Taylor. He gets the ball's hit to right, and he gets off the bag and then continues to shuffle away from second. Then realizes he needs to get back to try to tag. He gets back to the bag a little late. All his momentum is going towards right field when he touches the bag. And Montgomery throws him out by 2 or 3 steps at third base.
2 down, nobody on. Seiya Suzuki will take ball 1. Seen some unusual plays in this game today.
This series has had some, that's for sure.
Pitch to Seiya, hit on the ground to third, scooped up by Vargas. He will throw to first in time. The Cubs get a leadoff double, but it was squandered as we go to the 7th inning. White Sox 1, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Here's the thing about bad cholesterol. It can silently build up in your arteries over time. High bad cholesterol may increase your risk of heart attack or stroke. Is your bad cholesterol low enough? Talk to your doctor about setting a goal to help lower your bad cholesterol and reduce your risk of heart attack or stroke. There's more to know about bad cholesterol. Learn more about the risks at badcholesterol.com. Brought to you by MARQ.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
Getting warmer.
The French son. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for son?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for son, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Here are 4 things your doctor probably doesn't know about losing weight. 1. Almacet actively burns fat and boosts your metabolism. 2. Almacet naturally boosts your body's own GLP-1 levels. 3. Almacet targets and unclogs liver fat. 4. Almacet powerfully improves your overall long-term health. Almacet is the only natural superfood protein that delivers complete nutrition, protein, energy, and longevity in a single meal. Struggling with weight, Almacet works. Go to almacet.com right now. That's almacet.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB.
By Cubs Batting, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Pat?
Cubs have made a pitching change. Zach, pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs. Chase Mydroth is the leadoff hitter against the right-hander Trent Thornton. And his first pitch of the day, low and outside. 1-0 White Sox, 7th inning. But just thinking about Ron Santo, and Ron played in that Kenny Holtzman no-hitter, hit a 3-run homer against Phil Niekro in the first inning, and that was the end of the scoring. And I was thinking about Ronnie earlier today and Harry Carey. The three of us worked the first Cubs-White Sox game back in '97. And I was just thinking about some of the stories and some of the old laughter that we had. But Ron was telling us a story about a Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation event, a charitable event, obviously, JDRF, and Ron Santo was one of the great champions of JDRF ever. He raised millions, and I mean millions of dollars for JDRF.
Yeah, we both played in his events and golf events and everything, yeah.
Here's a swing and a line drive, base hit to left for Chase Mydroth. And the White Sox have a man on. They lead 1-0. But they had an event one night for JDRF, trying to raise some money, and Ronnie obviously was there, and Harry Carey was invited, and Harry's son Skip, who also was afflicted with juvenile diabetes.
Really? I didn't know that.
And that caused problems for him in his life, as it did for Ronnie later on. But Ron got up and gave a nice speech, and I guess they had a few beverages before, and Harry might have had more than just a couple. But then Harry Carey got up and was going to speak at this juvenile diabetes research dinner. And he said, Ron, congratulations. Here's a swing and a miss. The great career you had despite having diabetes. And he said, my own son, Skip, I'm so proud of him because his whole life he's been a juvenile delinquent. Here's the pitch down low, and the audience just roared with laughter. And I'm not even sure if Harry realized what he said, but then Skip got up to say a few words. And Kip said, I wish all of you could experience the great feeling of having your father publicly call you a juvenile delinquent.
And there you have it.
Here's a ground ball to first. Fielded by Bush. Go to second. There's one. With the pitcher covering, the throw to first is late. Thornton a little bit late getting over. See if the Cubs challenge that call. Horner received a high throw from Bush, and then his throw too late to double up the batter.
Good play by Michael Bush. He gets rid of this ball in good shape to Nico. Nico with the return. I just don't know if you were ever going to turn a pair on Peters. He runs very well.
It is a fielder's choice. One away and a man at first. Jake Rogers, the batter. And Rogers swings and misses 0-1. That had a lot of laughs with Ron Santo and with Harry Carey. You had to laugh just to be around him. the things they would say and the stories they would tell. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball, deep left center. Trouble, back goes Happ on the warning track. He's got room and makes the catch. On another day, maybe it would have sailed out of here. The throw back to first, they almost double up the runner. As Peters was a little nonchalant getting back to first. Rogers is retired on the long fly ball. And there are 2 down.
Peters did not realize that the relay throw that Nico got from Happ, he just wheeled and fired towards first, and it's a very close play. Peters had no idea that ball was coming to first base.
Sam Antonacci, the batter, 1-0 White Sox, 7th inning. 2 down, a man at first.
First out in the inning is sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Antonacci 0 for 2 with a walk. 1-0 White Sox lead.
Pat, we've had some things over at the Cubby Bear the game 1 of this series and today, and we had some of our shows, and it was sponsored by Yuengling, and the guys are here in the booth today.
I've heard some of those commercials you cut for Yuengling.
Yeah. Just for that, Pat, we got Yuengling coming to the house. Yep, no problem. But no, we've had a great time the last few days, and we're going to do a party at my place next Friday with the US 99 group, sponsored by Yuengling. So we really appreciate them helping us out and being partners. We've had a lot of fun. We've had some good get-togethers at Coop's Corner. But thank you guys very much for being a part of Cubs Radio.
Now the 2-1 from Thornton. And this pitch is going to be a strike 2-2. 97 mph on that pitch by Thornton. We're going to get a station ID break here if we can. And the 2-2 pitch, sliced foul, 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams, Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score in Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
White Sox lead 1-0. 7th inning, swing and a miss, strike 3. Thornton strikes out Antonacci. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. The White Sox lead the Cubs 1-0 here at Wrigley on a beautiful summer day. And the 7th inning stretch is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. And here is the great Fergie Jenkins.
Well, it looks like we got our work cut out for us. We got to score a run. We need some cheering to go. Let's go, fans. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we ever get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right.
Cubs talk on your ride home. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad
who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Did you know women can suffer from complications from pregnancy up to a year after giving birth? Help your patients understand the urgent warning signs and when to seek medical attention. At Well Woman and Infant Checkups, listen for urgent warning signs such as headaches, dizziness, fevers, or trouble breathing. It could help save her life. For more information, go to health.ny.gov/hearher. That's health.ny.gov/hearher.
A message brought to you by the New York State Health Department.
If you're a commercial contractor, you know the game. Service work projects, crew tracking, cash flow, margins, and more. Here's the problem. You're running your business with
Made a leaping grab up against the vines. It looked like it was a little bit of a snow cone, but he held on to it. And that's out number one.
That ball just misses the top of the basket by inches. Wow.
One away, seventh inning, 1-0 White Sox. And the batter is Michael Bush.
That's really the third ball that has been hit hard and deep. That the
Check
wind is
swing,
affected.
line drive to second, caught by Mydroth. And that's out number two, Ron.
Right, third ball I think that's been affected by the wind today, keeping it in the ballpark. I thought in the very first inning, the ball that Vargas hit that Taylor caught in center, the ball Rogers hit last inning I thought had a chance of going out of the park, and now that ball by Bregman.
Two down, nobody on. Nico Horner. If Nico gets on, he might be able to steal a bag. He'll take a strike. Urquidy really pitching rhythmically and just throwing strike after strike. He's only made 52 pitches, Ron, and he's worked 5 2/3 innings.
Yeah, he takes the mound and he's throwing strikes. And you notice he takes his time, and then he just gets ready and throws the ball. There's no, wasting any time on the mound. The thing that he does that's unique is he's not always on the mound. He'll walk around the mound, and then with 7 or 8 seconds, he'll walk onto the dirt and then deliver the pitch.
1-1 to Nico is low, 2-1. Warner in the game has flied to right and struck out. 1-0 White Sox. Last of the seventh inning. Here's a smash foul down the left field line, 2-2. Both Cubs wins in the series were walk-off wins. So they played 3 very close games, which is not unusual at all.
Right.
2-2 pitch, ground ball right side, scooped up by Mydroth, throws to first in time. It's on to the 8th inning. White Sox 1, Cubs 0 on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Mully and Haw. Mornings 5:30 to 10 on 104.3 The Score.
Fast food prices keep climbing, but the nutrition still disappoints. It's time to switch. Go to almacet.com right now and get a better, healthier option for less than $4 per meal. Packed with high-quality protein, Almacet is the quick, satisfying superfood protein shake that keeps you full and feeling good. No greasy fries, no sugar overload, no afternoon crab. All natural, complete nutrition that fits your budget. Change how you eat and feel better today at almacet.com. That's ALMASED.com.
Hi, Justin here from Stop & Shop, and I have some big news. We've lowered thousands of prices so you can get your faves for less. For example, freshly baked bagels are only 99 cents each. Top round London broil is now $7.99 a pound. And 8-count Nathan's Beef Franks are just $5.79. Great, right? Now, if you'll be kind enough to spare me a couple hours of your time, I'll list off all the other prices we've lowered. Oh, you'd rather just see them for yourself? Hey, that's fair. Let's get shopping. Good things are in store at Stop & Shop.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swinging a ground ball, stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands the first, and the Boston Red Sox are the world champions. For the first time in 86 years, the Red Sox have won baseball's World Championship. Can you believe it? The Red Sox now mobbing Keith Foulke and one another between home and first.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24.com.
Top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley. Cubs down 1-0, and it's another one of those ball games. Cubs Sox coming right down to the end of the ball game. This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today, Patrick.
Ron, a new pitcher in the game for the Cubs, left-hander Ryan Rollison, working on the left-handed batting Munetaka Murakami. First pitch in for a strike. Murakami did have a home run in last night's game, but that's his only hit in 9 at-bats in the series. Cubs have done a very good job against him. The 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2.
Good slider there. Cubs pitching changes, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
This guy does take a very nice-looking swing.
Yeah, he can hit. There's no doubt. And big-time pop in his bat.
Lefty to lefty, the 0-2 to Murakami. Line drive toward the middle. Diving stop by Horner. Gets up and throws to first to get him. Sensational play by Nico Horner.
Boy, this is a really difficult play because it's a top spin line drive that hits in the dirt behind the second base bag, and then it's going to kick up. Nico lays out, but he dives up, way up in the air, makes the catch, and then throws a strike across the diamond. This is a very difficult play. What a play by Nico.
Nice stretch by Bush. That might be the most dazzling defensive play we've seen all day. One away. Here's Miguel Vargas taking outside. Ball 1.
Catch of the game, sponsored by Catch Des Moines. That play was a real trip, and so is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at CatchDesMoines.com. I think that one qualifies.
Absolutely. Here's the 1-0. Down low for a ball. Yeah, you dive for a ball as a shortstop, and then you've got to get to your feet and then get in position to make the throw. There's a lot of moving parts in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. And that's a long throw. He was on the outfield grass behind second when he cut loose with that throw. Vargas might have the green light on 3-0. Be careful. Nope, he's taking all the way. The wind has been very variable today, changing, blowing in, blowing out. Now it's blowing a little bit toward left field, it would appear. 3-1 pitch called strike 2.
Coming in live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Well, he took the 3-0 pitch, and then the 3-1 pitch he took on the inside corner. Thought he would be swinging.
The long-legged left-hander Rollison ready for the payoff pitch to Vargas. Way outside. A wild pitch, not even close. Slipped out of his hand. It hit the backstop on the fly. And that's a base on balls. Let's see how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. The actual figure today is 40,086. 40086. And the winner is Zach Zaidman. Zach just a little bit closer than the rest of us. Randall Grichuk pinch hitting for the White Sox. Swings away and fouls it away. Grichuk batting for Benintendi. So the Sox have a new designated hitter in the game. Here's a drive to right, slicing foul, and that ball is going fair. Grichuk never ran, and I thought it was going to go foul. That's going to be a double for Randall Grichuk. Surprising, Ron, because he's played quite a few games in this park when he played for other teams.
Yeah, this ball gets sliced down the line, and it's not really hit hard enough or high enough for the wind to overly affect it because it wasn't up that high, and it just kind of flutters down the right field line and just dumps in fair and hits the sidewall, and it ends up being a double.
So second and third with one away. Vargas motoring to third on the double. Tommy Hodevy, the pitching coach, out to discuss how they want to work to Braden Montgomery or possibly a pinch batter. Now this is going to be Braden Montgomery. Now the home plate umpire Hanahan out to break up the mound meeting. Do you bring the infield in here, Ron?
I don't think you have a choice. I think with one out and you're down by a run in the eighth, I think you got to play the infield in and try to make sure you cut down the run at the plate.
Aaron Savali throwing in the Cub bullpen. Infield indeed is in.
Vargas should be going on contact from third base.
The pitch by Rollison. Curveball is off strike on the outside corner.
Bregman, the third baseman, is playing close to the bag at third, and I'm backing up just a little bit. And that just helps keep Vargas a little closer to the bag at third.
The next pitch outside, it's 1-1. Vargas at third, Grichuk at second. The stretch by the left-hander Rollison, and the 1-1. Fastball just missed. The Cubs are going to challenge. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, Kelly thought that pitch hit the zone. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Pitch was down. Did it get the zone?
Just barely down. 2 balls and a strike. 1-0 White Sox lead. Top of inning number 8. Runners at second and third. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Curveball fouled away. Now if you're on the mound, you're thinking strikeout.
No doubt. You go down and in with a slider and see if you can get them to swing through it. First out, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
A little more pressure on the catcher in a spot like this, Ron. If you do call that breaking ball, if it's low and it bounces, you got to block it.
No doubt. That down and in slider is difficult to block, too.
The 2-2. Ground ball, fair. Base hit down the right field line. 2 runs are going to score. This is going to be a double for Braden Montgomery. And the White Sox take a 3-0 lead. Bush made a diving try. The infield was in. An opposite field 2-base hit. Bush got a glove on the ball, but only barely. The ball then died in foul territory down near the tarpaulin. Down the right field side. 2-run score on the play. It's 3-0 White Sox.
Yeah, great effort by Michael Bush. This is kind of an odd swing by Montgomery. This ball beats him inside. He just inside outs it and just gets it past Bushy.
Colson Montgomery fouls it away. 2-run double for Braden Montgomery.
Neither double have been hit even close to where it would make it to the warning track.
And the 0-1. A liner toward right coming in is Suzuki making the catch. That might be the hardest hit ball of the inning, but it was right to the right fielder. Out number 2.
Good job by Seiya. This is not an easy play. This is a top spin line drive bullet. And he comes in and makes this catch about knee high, and then it'll bring out Craig Counsell.
Craig's going to make a pitching change. We're going to take a timeout. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products. James Hardy siding with the Cubs. White Sox 3, Cubs nothing. We're in the 8th inning. And this is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dancy Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network. Whether your AC stops working, you've got a clogged drain, or need an extra outlet installed, Four Seasons has you covered. They're available 24/7 for emergency service with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. And Four Seasons has over 30,000 five-star reviews on Google with an A+ BBB rating. For all your cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, you know who to call.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Illinois State University has more than 200,000 graduates all over the world. Hey, it's Mark Rohde, and I wear that Redbird with pride. ISU provides a personal learning environment with small classes and strong interaction with faculty and professors. Also, tuition locked in for 4 years to help plan and budget, and graduates earn $10,000 more than the national average within a few years of graduation. Visit illinoisstate.edu and start planning your visit.
Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Taking a look at the scoreboard, finals on the board. The Pirates rally to beat the Tigers 4-3. Carson Benj with a 2-run shot for the Mets as they double up the Padres 4-2. Games in progress. Right now, the Twins are leading the Braves 6-4. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Cody Clemens with a 2-run double. Red Sox on top of the Diamondbacks 1-0. Bottom of the 1st at Fenway Park. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Cubs are going to be heading to Seattle. Cubs and Mariners all weekend long. Tomorrow night, game 1 of the series starting at 9:10 Central Time. Saturday night's game at 6:15. And then a 3:10 Sunday afternoon game. Cubs and Mariners. Chase Mydroth, the batter. Aaron Civale, right-handed pitcher. Curveball missing outside. Or let me check that. That's a call strike, a delayed call by Tom Hanahan. Mydroth 1 for 3 in the game. Pokes it foul off to the right and out of play. Final regular season meeting between the two teams. You never know what may happen in October. Here comes the 0-2. Low and outside for a ball. Both teams were in the postseason in the pandemic year of 2020. They were also both in the postseason in 2008. You might recall that was a Lou Piniella managed team. The Cubs, I think, won something like 97 or 95 games in the regular season, but then got swept by the Dodgers.
Yeah.
3 in a row in the opening round of the playoffs, and they were done. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a foul back. I believe Joe Torre was managing that Dodger team.
Yep, that is correct.
It's hard to believe that's been 18 years ago, Ron.
That's something.
Wow.
Yeah.
A ball and 2 strikes on Mydroth. And a pitch popped up foul, and this ball is going to be out of play. Cubs offense today, only 2 hits, both by the number 9 hitter, Tyrone Taylor. He had a single and a double, and not a single knock from anyone else. Not yet. Low and away, it's 2-2.
Now we've seen this series has been full of surprises, back and forth, back and forth. See if the Cubs can pull off another miracle ending here and late in the ball game, down 3-0.
Now the 2-2 from Civale. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But a big 2-run double by Braden Montgomery increases the White Sox lead. It's 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
To my stylist.
This look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
In this business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first bid to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
If you're skipping meals and cutting carbs but still not losing pounds, you aren't lazy. Your metabolism is just asleep. Wake it up with Almacet. Backed by over 30 years of clinical research, this low-glycemic, high-protein shake selectively targets stubborn belly fat, crushes intense cravings, and gives you sustained, clean energy all day long. Without the crow. Stop fighting your body, reset your metabolism, and lose the weight for good. Go to Almacet.com right now to get your daily protein and shaker bottle. That's ALMASED.com.
Guess who said the following?
Once I caught it, I didn't know Bryce made it around second. I thought he was halfway, and I just had to get it in before he got there. But I guess everybody was in the right spot, right time, and made the play to end it.
That's Michael Harris II.
As fresh like Pete's.
Cubs fans, vote for the chicken and churros. Fill in your ballpark bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try these bites in stadium. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Huh?
Okay, Zach, thank you. Getting late for the Cubs. Bottom of the 8th inning, down by 3. Pedro Ramirez takes outside for ball 1. The next offering is chopped foul. Jose Urquidy still in the game, and he's been the most dominant performer of this entire game.
No doubt. He has pitched outstanding baseball, and he's still only, this is pitch number 59.
Popped up, shallow left, routine for Antonacci. And that's out number 1. A lot of the Cubs off balance against him, Ron, with their swings.
A lot of off-speed pitches. They got him for 7 punch-outs since entering the ballgame. Pretty good. A lot of off-speed, a lot of very good change-up. Slow curveball, little cutter, and then occasional fastball. Kind of pitches backwards.
Urquidy to Carson Kelly. This pitch is high and inside. Carson ducking out of the way. It was just a curveball, certainly not any kind of a knockdown pitch. In fact, it's a spot where you wouldn't even think about trying to hit a guy. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside ball 2. Crowd reacting, but Urquidy certainly does not want to hit Carson Kelly with the pitch right now. Not a chance. Kelly has grounded out and struck out. And he checks his swing. No swing. It's 3-0. A walk would be very welcome for the Cubs right now.
This is the first 3-pitch sequence that have not been at all close to home plate.
Kelly will take a strike. Cubs had a leadoff double by Tyrone Taylor in the 6th inning, but he was immediately doubled up as the next batter, Crow Armstrong, lined out to right. Taylor tried to advance to third after the catch and was cut down on a 9-5 putout. Here's a roller out toward shortstop. Bobbled slightly by Montgomery, but he still has time to throw to first in time to get Kelly. Colson Montgomery didn't panic. Ball was right at his feet, and that's out number 2.
Yes, ball comes up on him, hits him in the heel of the glove, then off the chest. But as you said, he went after it. The key to that play when that happens to you as an infielder is you go get the ball, but you get it with your bare hand when you pick it up off the ground so you can immediately make your throw.
First pitch outside to Happ. Sometimes your instinct, I think, would be to reach for it with the glove.
That's right. And you want to move your feet, pick it up with your hands so you can instantly get rid of the baseball and fire it to the base where you're trying to.
Would there be like a little drill you might have where they just drop a ball at your feet and you would automatically have to pick it up barehanded?
Absolutely.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Happ. 1-2 on Ian. Happ has struck out twice today. 2 down, nobody on. 3-0 White Sox, bottom of the 8th. And the 1-2. Rolled out towards second base. Mydroth will throw out Happ. And we go to the 9th inning with the White Sox in the lead. 3-0 over the Cubs on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
I got a text early this morning from Susan Waldman. She said, "Enjoy your day." And I texted back, "It feels like the World Series all over again."
That's Joe Torre after having his number 6 retired by the New York Yankees. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swung on, line to deep left field. It is gone! You should see the celebration out of the Indians' third base dugout. Rajai Davis, a bullet, 2-run homer down the left field line, clearing the 19-foot wall.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means?
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by our Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Top 9, 3-0 White Sox. The 9th inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Aaron Savali, Cub right-hander, working on Tristan Peters to start this 9th inning. First pitch inside, ball 1. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Ron Coomer has that assignment every day. He always looks a little nervous sometimes before he makes that decision, but Ron, I think you're up to the task. I really do.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Who do you like for the toast of the game player today? It sounded like Elvis. It really did.
No, don't confuse me with the king. No, that's Paul Zering back there. He's the king.
Now, don't get all shook up, but we do need you to name the Benny's Beverage Depot Toast of the Game ball player as Peters takes ball 4 from the right-hander Savali.
Well, how about Clay Holmes? 5 1/3. He gave up 1 run, had 1 punch out, but 1 run through 5 1/3. Pitch count got a little high. He was up right around 90 pitches and came out of the game, but he threw a great ball game, and he could easily be the winner of this game. So Clay Holmes will be our toast of the game ball player, Pat.
Jake Rogers, right-handed batting catcher, takes inside for a ball. Cubs will try to rally in the bottom of the 9th inning. They're down by at least 3, or they will be down by at least 3. Rogers taps it foul, 1-1. Zach Zaidman preparing the Old National Bank Cubs radio postgame show. That's the official bank of the Cubs radio network.
In the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, probably not worth drinking.
Low and outside, 2-1. Cubs won the first 2 games with walk-offs. That would be the only way they could win the series finale. Here's the 2-1. Chopper foul, still 2-2.
That's the second ball Carson's gotten hit off the mask and helmet in this inning. This fastball in the middle and it hits him right off the forehead of the mask. Oof.
Rogers, a catcher himself, showing some empathy to Kelly before stepping back in the box. Now the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Jake Rogers wants the umpires to take another look on the challenge.
Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
It was a strike. And that is out number 1.
But that ball just barely catches the outside corner.
One thing this new system, Ron, has kind of confirmed, something we've known for years and years, just how good these umpires are.
Yeah.
They are the best umpires in the world, just like the players are the best players in the world.
Yeah, it is. Calling balls and strikes when a guy's throwing around 95 miles an hour all game and pitches are moving and they are inside the width of a baseball in the zone all the time.
The stretch for the 0-1 from Savali. 3-0 Sox, 9th inning. One away and a man at first. Curveball missing, 1-1. Glancing to the bottom of the 9th inning, the Cubs are going to have Tyrone Taylor due up. Then Pete Crow Armstrong and Seiya Suzuki. Here's a big swing and a miss, 1-2. I don't think anybody has gone home. So they're going to wait for that rally.
Yeah, well, it's there's been a lot happen in the last couple innings of these first two ball games, that's for sure.
And there have been some crazy 9th innings in this Cubs-White Sox rivalry. Now the 1-2, just outside, 2-2. The lights have been on all day. To what effect, I'm not sure. It will affect your electric bill, I know that. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Low and inside for a ball, 3-2.
So you're saying at the Hughes Estate you would not have the lights on right now?
Not during the daytime.
Okay, yeah,
No,
that makes sense. I would agree.
Kind of a little policy we have around the house. Now the 3-2 pitch from Savali. Poked foul down the left field side, out of play. Breeze still blowing in from center. Cubs are hoping that breeze changes around and kind of moves toward left. Or turns all the way around and starts blowing out towards center. That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Right after the final out of this top of the 9th inning, if you need the best time for that to happen. Yeah. Now the payoff. The runner at first goes. Fastball inside, ball 4. Savali walking the batter Antonacci. It's his second walk of the inning. And with one away, there are 2 men on. And you really feel like the Cubs cannot afford to fall any further behind.
No, this is a situation that your Craig Counsell, you did not want to be in. You're coming to the plate, 2 men on, and you're down by a run or so, and the Cubs are down by 3.
Munetaka Murakami, the big slugger, will swing and foul it away. Murakami today grounded out 3 times and hit into a fielder's choice. So really, he's grounded out 4 times. Sox out hitting the Cubs 9-2. Low and outside, 1-1.
A lot of two-seam fastballs and splitters from Savali. Playing Murakami straight away and very deep.
Runners lead first and second. The next offering away, ball 2.
They've been really trying to stay away from him and with a lot of off-speed stuff. They threw him a fastball down and away, and that's the ball he hit off the scoreboard in left field.
Outfield straight away and respectfully deep. This one is outside. Savali having some command issues right now, wants to get rid of that baseball and gets a new one.
He's just trying to hit the outside corner is what he's doing and hoping maybe that he'll get a little chase on the pitch away.
The 3-1. Called strike 2.
Boy, how about that? 3-1 hook for a strike.
One away, full count, runners at first and second. White Sox lead 3-0, top of the ninth. And the payoff pitch to Murakami. A line drive to short, backhanded by Horner, has to throw to first, does, and just does get the batter. Nico toyed with the idea of coming in and trying to make a shoestring catch, but he decided to back up and play the sure thing and gets the out at first, but now men at second and third with 2 down.
Yeah, kind of an odd play for Nico. It's a check swing, and the ball's hit on the barrel, and it just goes straight back through the middle. Nico catches it on an in-between hop. Kind of a weird play for Nico, but he makes it. And I think the Cubs are going to walk Vargas. Yep, that makes sense.
Vargas gets the free ride. But Ron, I think I mentioned before, as an infielder, you don't really want to be moving backwards as you field the grounder. It creates a much more difficult throw.
Absolutely. Difficult catch and throw. Very much so with the throw. But when you're retreating on the ball, your hands are also retreating. That's not the easiest way to field the baseball on the ground, that's for sure.
So the bases are loaded. Savali trying to keep the Cubs in the game as Randall Grichuk steps in. Grichuk had a double earlier.
Got to stay away from the ball down and in against Grichuk.
Grichuk did not start today's game. He swings and fouls it back. This guy has bounced around with several different teams. He's with Toronto for a while, the Cardinals for a while. He's always been able to hit. The 1-1 to Grichuk. Swing and a foul back.
They went inside, but he got it in there far enough, and it was not down and in. Good two-seamer by Savali.
Savali trying to escape this bases-loaded jam. 2 down, top of the ninth. The 1-2 to Grichuk. On the way. Just missing for a ball.
Curveball just off the plate away. Barely. Wow.
Sox take their leads at all 3 stations. Savali from the stretch. The big right-hander fires. A swing and a high pop fly. Left side playable, I believe, for Bregman. It is in foul territory over near the stands, and that ends the inning. The Sox don't score. They leave 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Cubs need a big rally, trailing 3-0 on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you. Two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan is the all-in-one system designed to help you scale the right way from day one. There's a reason Service Titan customers increase their revenue by an average of 15% every year. Get the software you can't outgrow. Go to servicetitan.com to learn more.
Fast food prices keep climbing, but the nutrition still disappoints. It's time to switch. Go to almacet.com right now and get a better, healthier option for less than $4 per meal. Packed with high-quality protein, Almacet is the quick, satisfying superfood protein shake that keeps you full and feeling good. No greasy fries, no sugar overload, no afternoon crash. All natural, complete nutrition that fits your budget. Change how you eat and feel better today at almacet.com. That's ALMASED.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is painting the black. Do you know what it means? Painting the black. When the pitcher throws the ball over the edge of the plate.
Org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs.
Zach, thank you. Grant Taylor, the new White Sox pitcher, bottom of the ninth inning. Here we go. First pitch in for a strike to Michael Conforto. The new center fielder is Brenton Doyle. Tristan Peters moves from center over to left. And the next pitch to Conforto. Swing and a miss. He got fooled on an off-speed pitch, 0-2.
Yeah, this guy's got great stuff, Taylor. Great back and forth. Good fastball, good off-speed pitches. He's really been their number one reliever this season.
6 saves. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Conforto is out on strikes, 1 away. Now Taylor run overall a very good ERA of 2.08, but the saves and the save opportunities are a little misleading. He has 6 saves in 11 chances.
Yeah,
he's let 5 other chances slip away. Crow Armstrong pops it up right side, playable. The first baseman Murakami in foul territory makes the catch, and all of a sudden the Cubs are down to their last chance.
Yeah, it's one of those ball games today. Cubs offense just unable to do anything against the White Sox pitching. Game's not over yet, but it's been a tough game for the Cubs offensively.
Just 2 hits, both by Tyrone Taylor. 2 down, bottom of the ninth inning. Suzuki takes ball 1. Now you can hear the White Sox fans standing and cheering. The 1-0 is a strike. It would appear that the two teams are going to split their 6 games here in the regular season. The 1-1 down low. Sox winning 2 of 3 on the south side. The Cubs winning the first 2 of this 3-game series at Wrigley. And now the 2-1. Very high ball 3. He'd gladly take a walk here.
Yeah, Cubs need base runners. Got to get a couple men on here in this inning to bring the tying run to the plate.
3-0 White Sox. 2 down, ninth inning. Inside ball 4. Suzuki gets the base on balls. And now Bregman's plate appearance takes on significance, because if he reaches, then Michael Busch would be the tying run on deck.
Absolutely, and that's the whole idea, is to try to get Michael Busch to the plate.
Are you taking one here if you're Bregman?
I would say yes. I mean, why not?
He is taking, and it's a strike, and running and taking second uncontested is Seiya Suzuki. I don't think he'll get credit for a steal.
Nope. Bushy's been the cleanup hitter. He's sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Frigidaire kitchen today at grandappliance.com.
Bregman, nothing for 3. Trying to keep the Cubs alive. 2 down, bottom of the 9th. Called strike 2, and now the Cubs are down to their last strike.
No stolen base there. Cubs steals are powered by a Turo tire.
And the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the ball game is over. The White Sox beat the Cubs 3-0 in the series finale. So Taylor gets the save. The Cubs won the first 2, but the Sox prevailed today, Ron, and they split the season 6-game package, each team with 3 wins.
Yeah, it's one of those series, and you kind of, in years past, you could say you could throw out the records, and you just don't know what's going to happen. Both of these teams are good. They play right to the end, and they've had a very good series against each other, and it's kind of funny how it just ends up as a tie. Now we get a little business. Opponent pitching changes, sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner to